All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting tonight. We're here with the SoMo Racing League DAYZ Racing Xfinity Series at Iowa for 135 laps. Already having some technical difficulties, so apologize for that. Hopefully we won't get any disconnects like we got last night. We're getting a lot of disconnects lately, and hopefully we get this cleared up a little bit. I'm here tonight though with Kurt Davidson. What's up, Kurt? How you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, Paul. How about yourself?
I was doing all right till I got this started here. Already having technical difficulties, man. Nothing like having some difficulties right before you get started.
Yeah, I can understand. I got my leaderboard's blank right now.
Yeah, it happened to us last night in the truck series. Everything went blank, and of course I got kicked and had to get back in. Seems like I've been getting kicked a lot the last couple weeks. I'm hoping an update or something comes out to fix it. It's getting a little bit hard to deal with, and kind of messes up everything. But I got in time anyway to get the winner last night. The guys did Pocono 55 laps last night. Adam Baker was the pole setter and the winner last night. And tonight we're here at Iowa for 135 laps. And I heard the guys talking that Billy Howard in the truck series was the winner at Iowa. So he's going to see tonight if he can do a back-to-back. So we're just trying to get a couple things cleared up here, so excuse us for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and play something, and we'll come back in a minute. I want to see if I can get on top of this before it gets too bad. We'll be right back. All right, hopefully we're on top of it now. Like I said, we're here at Iowa for 135 laps in the DAYZ Racing Xfinity Series here at SoMo Racing League. Let's take a look at the track conditions. We got air temperature of 66 degrees and track temperature of 92 degrees. Just watching warm-up, we've been noticing a lot of guys having trouble coming out of 4. So I got a feeling that's where we're going to see it. There are no fast repairs here in SoMo Racing League, so if you get into some trouble, get your car hit up a little bit, you're going to have to get that damage repaired and try and move on to the end of the race here. We see Aaron Riley now just going into the inside wall. So going to be a little bit tough. See who can keep it together, I guess, the longest and come out on top. See if Billy Howard can do a back-to-back win. Like I said, Billy Howard won in the truck series, and he's looking to try and make it a truck and Xfinity win here at Iowa. So we'll see what they got. Looks like there was 17 guys. I'm not sure. It looks like 2 guys may have dropped out, so we may have 15 guys starting tonight, or they may be having problems like I was with disconnecting issues. So hopefully that's all it is, and they are able to get back in, and we'll get things going here. Right now we're going to go with our national anthem, and then we'll be back with Qualify. All right, we're back here. We're going to, got about 10 seconds left. We're going to run over some points real quick while these guys finish up and get ready to qualify. Right now, Keith Mayato comes in, your leader tonight in the championship points, and he's got 100 points over Adam Baker in second, Aaron Riley in third, David Howard Jr. in fourth, David Gameforth in fifth, Len McNeese is in sixth, Dean Biney moves up to seventh, Joe Mitchell is in eighth, Billy Howard is ninth, Chris Samard 10th, Paul Cullen 11th, and Jeff Glockner moves into 12th place, and looks like Jeff Glockner is on the bubble for the chase. So definitely doing a better job here tonight, getting it done. Congratulations to Jeff. Hopefully he can keep it up and keep it going. Let's take a ride around with Jeff Glockner while he does his qualify lap here tonight. See what kind of time Jeff can put up here. One thing in iRacing, if you brush the wall just a little bit on your qualified lap, you will not get scored for that. So you want to do the best you can to keep that car off of the wall. We're seeing some times coming in. Jeff Glockner right now being shown in fourth. Keith Mayato taking the #1 spot so far. Adam Baker second. Let's take a ride around here with the 101 of David Gameforth. Right now David is shown in sixth. Just got bounced back to eighth. .33 of Aaron Riley right now being shown in third. They have 3 laps to qualify here. See if he can pick up any more time. And he just got bounced back to fourth. We see him kind of losing it. He does save it though. David Howard Jr. right now waiting to get out on the track. See, we'll go take a look at Len McNeese and we'll see if David Howard comes out on the track. And we see Len McNeese losing it, but he's shown in fifth right now, so not too bad. Pretty good starting spot. Joe Mitchell. Joe Mitchell in the number 18. Gonna come around and get that first time lap. out of 4 and into the wall, and that lap will not count. Let's take a look at the number 60 of Brian Neff. Right now, Brian's shown in 6th. See if he can pick up any more time across the line. And that'll put him up to 5th. They'll gain 1 more spot. And now David Howard Jr. out on the track. His time has started. We'll watch him come across the line and see if he can beat Chris Simard out of that number 1 spot. That's going to move David Howard Jr. up to 2nd on that first lap. Let's see if he's going to pull a 2nd lap. Oh, I don't know if he made contact with the wall. Yeah, that's going to hold him in 2nd, so not too bad. Chris Simard right now still hanging on to that number 1 spot. I believe Ronald Henry is going to come around now and get a scored lap. We'll see where Ronald Henry ends up. And I believe Ronald Henry is the last driver that is going to qualify here. And I don't see any time on Ronald. I don't know if he's going to try to come out. Yep, he's going to try one more time to come out.
I don't think Ronald has enough time to get back around. I'm showing 17 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. He had some trouble on that first lap, kind of messed him up. I know a lot of these guys like to wait to the end to get out. I don't know. That's a little scary. Not much room for error. And does he get scored? No, he does not. So that's going to put Chris Simard up in the front. Chris Simard will be your pole setter tonight. So congratulations to Chris. Let's go ahead and run over the grid. Chris Simard will start first. David Howard Jr. will start 2nd tonight. 3rd place will be Keith Mayato. 4th place is Adam Baker. 5th place will be Aaron Riley. 6th place goes to Brian Neff. 7th will be Len McNeese. 8th place goes to Joe Mitchell. 9th place to Jeff Glockner. 10th place to Jeff Sharp. 11th place will be David Gameforth. 12th place starting will be Dean Viney. 13th is Ronald Henry. 14th is Luper Gonzalez. 15th will be Paul Cohen. And I'm not sure if Ryan Gemmel is going to be on the track. He's shown in 16th. And Billy Howard is shown in 17th. And that will be your starting field tonight here at Iowa. This is
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was going to say Ryan Gemmel and Lupe Gonzalez are currently not connected.
Yeah, they must be having issues too. I'm sure I'm going to get booted tonight before this race is over. Since that last update, I was talking to a couple of guys before the race, and a lot of guys have been having connection issues. I know a lot of guys said they've emailed about it to see if, they're on it or going to do something. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I usually don't have many problems, but I'd say the last couple of weeks, I've been having a lot of connection issues. But we'll make the best of it, If I get disconnected, I'll try to get back on as quick as possible. So we got Chris Simard up front, David Howard Jr. to his outside. Looks like Chris Simard is going to take the inside line. They got 135 laps here tonight. Hopefully you guys can keep it green. We've seen a lot of fuel strategy races going on here lately, so we may see that again here tonight. And I believe this was supposed to be a night race. It looks like it's going to be a late afternoon race, so must have been a little mess up there. Thankfully, you got a hold of me and it got me straight on 2 of the mess ups that were there.
It's the 2 I participate in.
You gotta love it, man. One good thing about a obstacle is you can always find a way around or through. So I'll take it as a challenge. Tonight's race is brought to you by Cinda's Finds on Facebook. Cinda's Finds has new and used items, household items, jewelry, clothing, just about anything you can think of is there. Go ahead and take a look. They're on Facebook. Cinda's Finds is your sponsor tonight, and the pace car is in. We're waiting on that green flag to get these guys going, and we're green here tonight. Like Samard had a pretty good start. David Howard Jr. Side by side with Keith Mayato now for that second place position. See if I can get straightened out here. Okay, here we go. And we are side by side with Adam Baker, David Howard Jr., Brian Neff, and Joe Mitchell. And that's 3rd through 6th right there. Looks like Keith Mayato will pull 2nd. David Howard Jr. is going to get back into that 3rd spot, and 18 of Joe Mitchell going to back it into 4th right now. I see Len McNeese back here underneath the 88 of Jeff Glockner fighting out side by side. And the 101 going around, and the 07 going around. No yellow. One of those guys looked like, from what I saw, I caught a piece of the 101 getting sideways. Might have made a little contact with the 07.
Yeah, the 101 drove in and the 71 was high, and the 2 just came together, which got the 101 loose. It looks like the 07 just spun trying to avoid him.
Well, it doesn't look like he's got much damage on there, so he should be able to get back out and hopefully do something here tonight. I know he was looking forward to a back-to-back win here tonight. Still early. We got a little bit of a battle going up here with David Howard Jr. and Joe Mitchell and Keith Mayato, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Usually we see David Howard Jr. pretty light, not really aggressive in the beginning of a race, but looks like he's going to try to change his strategy a little bit tonight.
I tell you, it's very fun to watch. 3 distinct lines in each end of the racetrack between those 3. You have the 7 going down low, you have the 18 in the middle, and the 09 high. It's fun to watch that.
Yeah, these guys are really battling it out right now. We see Joe Mitchell. Oh, the 7 going around. A little bit of contact with the 9 straightens him right back out. They keep it green, keep it going, man. A little bit of damage to both. Doesn't look like much, but man, that was a good save right there.
That was a beautiful save.
Let's take a look at Keith Mayato's front end here, see how much damage he's got off that. Not too bad, just a little bit of a wrinkle right there in the right front fender, so he should be pretty good. This track isn't too bad if you've got a little bit of damage. But that was a good save right there. Did a good job keeping off of him and straightened him out, so David Howard Jr. might have to buy him a beer after the race. Go back up here to Adam Baker sitting in 3rd. He's got the 60 of Brian Neff behind him. A little bit further up, we got Joe Mitchell. He does move it into 2nd. And then Chris Samard, your leader here, he's got 9 laps led, 10 laps led now as he crosses the line. I get a little bit nervous when I see that blink. I just saw a little blink. Billy Howard's car doesn't look bad. We're taking a ride with him right now. Don't really see any damage on the front. And
he's hoping for a caution right now, though.
yeah, he definitely needs it to get caught back up on the field. He's back quite a ways. And then in front of him is Jeff Glockner. We see Jeff Glockner with some right front damage, right side damage on that car. So Jeff must have been up into the wall. We've seen a lot of guys having problems coming out of 4 during warm-up. So I imagine that's what we're going to see again tonight as the rubber gets down and the fuel lightens up. Looking at Dean Viney up in 12th. Paul Cohen moves up to 11th. Jeff Sharp rounding out your top 10. It looks like we might have a battle going on in the front here. Joe Mitchell to the back of 77. Chris Samar, Joe looking down at the inside, trying to take that lead away. Chris able to hang on to it. Joe going to get back behind him and try and set him up again and try and make another run of it. See Joe about 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths behind. Not really letting Chris out of his sight. Let's go back here. Keith Mayato in the 09, Len McNeese in the 84, David Howard with a good recovery in the 7, and Ronald Henry in the 75. And that's 6th through 9th right there. And they're slowly closing in on the 33 of Aaron Riley. Aaron Riley looking for a win, man. He desperately wants to have a win in the series. He's come close a bunch of times, just had some really bad luck. See Len McNeese now started to take a peek underneath Keith Miato, but not able to hold on to it down low. Looks like the line, the preferred line is going to be middle to top, I think.
Yeah, I think as the tires wear out, you're going to migrate towards the top. Otherwise, you just have to slow down so much in the middle of the corner.
And we see these guys come out of 4, man. They get so close to that wall. Still got a good battle, though, going on between Keith Mayato, Len McNeese, David Howard Jr., and Ronald Henry. These 4 haven't really got away from each other. They spread it out to a couple of tenths, and then they kind of gather it back up. So we'll have to come back and keep keeping an eye on them. And Joe Mitchell still about 3 tenths behind. Chris Samard getting ready to put the 07 of Billy Howard a lap down, which this early in the race isn't that big of a problem. Billy Howard can get that lap back if a yellow does come out. I think Billy's main concern right now would be just to keep that car in one piece and hope for a caution to come out and get him back on the lead lap, because he has a good car here tonight. Just, you know, unfortunately got involved in that incident early on and kind of messed him up a little bit. We see Billy trying to stay high for these guys to let him go on by. Joe Mitchell, oh no, Joe Mitchell into the wall and destroyed. Oh man, that is not good. It looked like Joe was going to slide up into Billy Howard and kind of, you know, swerve to avoid him, man, and lost it. Let's go back and take a look.
He just has terrible luck.
Yeah, he has a good car too, man, and it just seems he's in the wrong place, the wrong time. You see him coming out now behind the 77. Looks like he was, I'm going to go on the back of his car and take a better look. From what it looked like to me was he slid it up a little bit and didn't want to hit Billy Howard and overcorrected it. Or no, it looks like it just got loose on him, man. The back end came out. So that's going to be pretty tough for Joe tonight. See if he's able to get that car repaired and get back out on the track.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he had a very fast car.
Man, it's tough trying to keep it alive, you know, and race at the same time. So that's going to put Chris Samard up in the front. Coming in, we'll see if Chris Samard is able to get out of pit road first, and let's see who follows. And that's the break that Billy Howard was looking for, though. So it looks like Samard, maybe Adam Baker, Brian Neff look like the first few that's going to get out. And we have a, looks like Adam Baker may have gotten caught on pit road. We may have a speeding penalty there by Adam Baker. We see him slowing down to let everybody by. That's usually a pit road speeding penalty. So going to hurt Adam a little bit. Going to move him to the back of the field, but give him a chance to work his way through the field.
Yeah, he was 9 mile an hour over on exit of pit road.
Oh, yeah, I had a feeling something like that must have happened. So we're at lap 25 coming to lap 26. We've had one caution so far. Pretty good racing. We've had no lead changes. Chris Samard's been your leader since the green. We've had a challenge for the lead. And got 111 laps here still to go, so plenty of racing to go tonight. We see a lot of fast cars out there. I was going to try to get a word in with somebody, but I think I'll wait because I'm not sure how fast these cautions are here tonight. I don't want to mess anybody up. See the lights just go out on the pace car. And looks like Chris Samard is going to take the inside line. Aaron Riley in the number 33 is going to start to his outside. And David Howard Jr. will be on the inside and keep me out. And with fourth, we'll start on the outside. So a little change up here in the front.
I've got the 48 back on pit road. Guess he's topping off with fuel.
Yeah, he might be making a last-minute run there. We see the strategy he uses. Even last night in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover race in the Truck Series, he came out with 2 tires, and late caution came out. He stayed out with 5 other drivers, and he was able to hold off. I think it was Shane Papala who was the first one on fresh tires. And we are back green here again. See Samard with a good start. David Howard Jr. not really on it. Looks like he kind of held up the 84 of Len McNeish just a little bit. See Aaron Riley quickly move in the second. David Howard Jr. grabs third. Keith Miato in fourth. And then we see Ronald Henry and Len McNeish side by side, trying to fight it out for 5th and 6th. It looks like Ronald Henry will take that 5th spot. Let's jump up to the blimp.
Got Dean Viney spinning on the backstretch.
Oh, and that doesn't look good. We see a lot of smoke coming from that car. And they do stay green.
Yeah, Dean Viney flipped the apron and slid up into the 07, and instead of taking the 07 out, it looks like he spun himself to the inside.
And we almost had 3 wide back here. Oh, and the 60's going around. Brian Neff, he saves it. And they stay green. He's back on the track. We were watching him, Jeff Glockner and Jeff Sharp, man, almost 3 wide at one point. Neff went down on the inside, and man, good save, able to keep it on the track, keep it green. See Adam Baker now up to 8th. Paul Cohen up to 7th in that number 51. And we see Len McNeese, Ronald Henry, and Keith Mayato right now. Kind of almost stuck together right there for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let's take a look at David Howard Jr. up in 2nd right now. David Howard Jr. started 2nd. Got back as far as 8th. We've seen him have a little mishap earlier on. Got himself back up in 2nd and slowly reeling in Chris Samard. Right now we're starting to see a 4-car battle going on here between Aaron Riley, Keith Mayato, Ronald Henry, Len McNeese. Len McNeese going to try and take a look back down low again on the 75. And not going to be able to do it. Going to tuck it in behind, lose a couple tenths. Back to Billy Howard and Jeff Sharp. Billy Howard in that 07, Jeff Sharp in that 73. Let's take a quick look here at Billy Howard. Billy Howard started 17th. He is 10th, so he recovered pretty good. Almost went a lap down. That yellow came out at the right time. See, he's got a little bit of right front damage, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him up that bad. I say now may be a good time while we're green to jump inside with Adam Baker and let's do a crank it up. And we see all that time we were just inside with David Howard Jr. He's starting to close in on Chris Samard there for a little bit, so we jumped inside his car under that crank him up. Got to see a couple different drivers here, their throttle control and the line that they're running there. Pretty intense.
Yeah, I was watching David Howard, and for about the last 10 laps, he keeps gaining just a little bit on the 77. And then one lap, he'll lose like a tenth. So all of that he gains, he can lose within just one lap.
Yeah, it only takes a little bit to lose that momentum that you build, man. You work so hard to get up to somebody, or you make that pass, make a mistake, and then you got to do it back all over again. But we got 42 laps knocked out right now, coming to 43 laps knocked out, man. We've seen some pretty hard racing going on so far. We've got one caution. Chris Samard right now has got all 42 laps led, coming to 43 laps. We haven't had any lead changes yet, so will David Howard Jr. be the first one to get up there and take that lead away from Chris Samard? We'll have to wait and see. it does look like he is running a little bit tighter of a line going through 1 and 2.
Yeah, we all know David Howard for saving tires, so I would imagine the longer he's out there, the quicker he's going to get compared to the 77.
Yeah, and you know, David right now is trying to fill up that 77's mirror so that he can concentrate on who's behind him instead of hitting his marks, try and get him to make a mistake, man, and capitalize on it.
Yeah.
It looks like right now Keith Mayato starting to take a look underneath the 33, the 48 of Adam Baker. Just got past the 75 of Ronald Henry. And now Len McNeese taking a look underneath the 75 of Ronald Henry. See if Len McNeese is able to complete that pass, or Ronald going to hang on to it in that outside line. Adam Baker quickly moving back up towards the front. See Keith Mayato in the 09. Keith Mayato, like we said in the beginning, is your championship points leader right now. I believe he had 100 points over second place Adam Baker in the championship standings. So that's pretty good comfort zone, I'd say.
Yeah, couple races.
Yeah. I mean, he'd really have to make some serious mistakes and knocked himself out of probably 3 or 4 races for Adam Baker to take that lead from him. And we're getting closer to the chase. 12 guys going to make it in, and we saw coming in a nice race, who was it? Jeff Glockner secured that 12th spot. So Jeff Glockner definitely moving forward in the series. I said in the series, my phone thought I said Siri, so just beep, asking me what do I want. If it only worked that good in the car when I'm driving or something, man. Gotta love it. And look at David Howard Jr. right to the back bumper of the 77, man, giving him some pressure. Trying to make that 77, misses mark, man, and make a mistake for him to get by.
While you were looking at those, the 09, 33, and 48 were 3 wide.
Oh, man.
09 got the outside, and he's out in front of him right now.
You see the 48 now was starting to battle there a little bit with the 33 of Aaron Riley. Man, David Howard Jr. couldn't have got any closer than he just was right there. Man, he was right at the back bumper of the 77. Chris Smart doing a good job keeping him off, man. It's tough when somebody's that close behind you to not look in your mirror.
Yeah, and David Howard's in a great position right now. He has a 2-second gap, almost a 3-second gap behind him. He can just sit there and ride, be patient, save his stuff like he's very good at, and like you say, pressure the 77 into a mistake.
We're taking a look at Paul Cohen and the 07 of Billy Howard. Paul Cohen started 15th. He's up at 9th. Here comes the 60 of Brian Neff. Paul Cohen was getting ready to pass the 07. Wasn't able to do it. That lets the 60 close up on the 51. So we're going to have a 3-car battle going on here in a minute. Billy Howard, Paul Cohen, and Brian Neff, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Oh, and Billy Howard into the wall. Oh, now Paul Cohen into the wall. Billy Howard back into Paul Cohen. Oh, man. I thought they were going to be able to get away. Oh, man, that was tough. So Paul Cohen's still running. How about Billy Howard? Yeah, Billy Howard smoking pretty bad. Let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, man.
I gotta give credit to Brian Neff. He did a great job of avoiding that.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. We're watching right now the 07 of Billy Howard come out into the wall. You see, makes a little bit of contact with the 51. Wow, the 60. We got to jump on the 60 there and watch him navigate his way through there. I mean, dude, he couldn't have got any more luckier than that. Looking at the back of the 60 right now, watching the 51 and the 07. And man, he made a little bit of contact with the 51. We see a little bit of damage, but man, able to keep it going. Wow. Talk about luck. So we see everybody coming back down pit road.
Yeah.
Oh, we see the 09 have to back up just a little bit in his pit stall, man. It's going to take a couple seconds off his pit stop. Chris Samard will get out first. Looks like David Howard Jr. will get out second. And I think I'm going to try to get a word in with David Howard Jr. if I can find him here. I can't reach his channel. You want to see if you can reach David Howard Jr. and bring him up here?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go find him.
Hey, David Howard Jr., this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy? We're not hearing you, brother David. You got a copy? And he may be having some audio issues, so...
David Howard, this is Kurt up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, we'll let him get back to it. Maybe he's having some issues there with his microphone or something. Or might be busy with his crew chief. So we'll try and get a word in again a little bit later on. Well, we've seen some luck and some more luck, man. So far, we've got one leader, Chris Samard. He's got 59 laps led, and we're on the caution number 2. We still have 76 laps remaining here tonight, so still a lot of racing to go. We've seen David Howard Jr. Getting real close to taking that position from him, but just wasn't able to do it. We're here tonight with SoMo Racing League in the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series. I believe this is race number 19. And 12 guys are going to move on to the chase once they do head into the chase, which is coming a lot faster than we planned for it, man. And those 12 drivers are going to reset, and we'll battle it out. Be 12-8, 6-4, and then you're champion. And man, I can't believe, I hate to say it, but we'll be heading into the Winter Series soon. Just that fast too, you know.
Yeah, time flies.
All right, lights are out. We see Chris Samard once again choosing to take the inside line. David Howard Jr. to the outside. Now we got to watch David here because we've seen David pull some outside passes where you really don't see it. He's pretty good at that, so I'm curious to see if he's going to be able to pull something like that. We have Aaron Riley in the 33 on the inside and the 09 of Keith Miato on the outside. So let's take a look at this start, man, and see how this shakes out. Pace car turns in. We're waiting for that green flag. And we're back at it here at Iowa. Looks like everybody got a pretty good start except for the 60 of Brian Neff. Looked like he wasn't able to get it. We see David Howard Jr. do go into second. Here comes Keith Miato, man, with a head of steam. Go back a little bit. Aaron Riley in the middle now. The 84 of Len McNeese on the outside. The 48 of Adam Baker on the inside. Looked like Len McNeese kind of drove it in a little hard, got up a little high. Back up here to David Howard Jr. in second. Chris Samard, your leader, in the 09 of Mayato in third. And we see David Howard Jr. once again starting to close that gap. I got a feeling we may see David Howard Jr. up front sometime soon. Siri, let me see if I can find that. Anybody with an iPhone will understand. Let's see, we got what's going on back here. Looks like Brian Neff, Ronald Henry in the 75, the 84 of Len McNeese, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Couple guys 2/10 away from each other. Oh, we see look like David Howard Jr. into the wall just a little bit. We see some sparks come flying off that car.
And Adam Baker just made a move inside of Aaron Riley to take fourth.
So Adam Baker, man, he's man on a mission right now. Started 5th, was back to 7th, and getting his way back up towards the front, running 4th right now, and pulling away. He'll try and pull in the 09 of Keith Mayato pretty soon. See the 75 of Ronald Henry getting real close to that wall. It's a pretty good track for Ronald. Ronald was a short track racer when he came over here to SoMo. So this is right in his house. He was pretty quick at warm-up. You see Billy Howard with some problems. Guess he's about 8 laps down. Got some heavy damage on that vehicle, so out here still trying to get her done. Hang on to many positions as you can get.
And Adam Baker's taking a look inside of Keith Mayato.
Looks like they got a pretty good, oh, Keith Miato, a little bit of scrape on the wall. Adam Baker going to take a look on the inside one more time. Oh, the 77 of Samard going around. Yellow does come out. He doesn't hit anything.
We're about to see how fast the 77 is.
Wow. That was some good driving right there by Samard, man, not to hit anything. Let's go back and see how he lost it. You see him come across the stripe, heading into 1. Look like the back end just came out on him, man. Does a great job not coming back up on the track and not running into anything, man. So good driving right there.
Yeah, he did an excellent job of locking down the brakes so he didn't come back up across the track. and then he let it roll when he needed to. That was A+ job right there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look at that. That's going to put David Howard Jr. in the front. We just said I got a feeling David Howard's going to be up front sometime tonight. See if David Howard Jr. can get back out front. I'll get out first. You see Samard coming into his pit stall right now. It looks like the 75 of Ronald Henry is going to get out there first.
Yeah, I'll take a look, but I think probably just a 2-tire stop.
I got a feel 2 tires may not be too bad right now.
Yes, he did just take right side tires.
Ooh. All right, let's see. Let's see if we could get a word in real quick here with Aaron Riley. I believe I'll be able to talk to him. Aaron Riley, this is SR Broadcast. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, listen, we don't want to bother you, but how's the car feeling out there? We've seen a lot of guys having trouble. Looks like coming out of 2 and 4. Is it pretty loose, pretty tight?
Yeah, if you overdrive it, it is. I'm trying to really, just keep it under me tonight and come out with a good finish if I can. I know if I push it too far, I'll be right there with them.
Yeah, we've seen some accidents already, some damages on some cars, man. Hopefully things turn out good for you tonight. We know you're looking for a good finish. Try to get some more points. We'll be watching everything going on, but it looks pretty good out there, man. We just wanted to get a feel for it from a driver's point of view.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's definitely pretty loose. So should be an exciting rest of the race here.
Yeah, well, we still got plenty racing left, so hopefully you keep it alive, dude. And we talk to you at the end of the race, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, good luck, bud. Right.
Yeah, I was just looking at the fast laps for the day, and Aaron Riley actually has the second quickest lap of the race.
Yeah, like I said, he had the number 1 spot in warm-up for a little while, and he has a pretty decent car. Like you heard him say, he just wants to try to not push it too hard, but you know how that is when you're racing, man. It's hard to hold back when you got a car and you want to get up there, But now, looks like Ronald Henry went back into the pits. So maybe Ronald Henry had a problem with his pit stall or something and had to come back around. Because it shows David Howard Jr. up front, Adam Baker second, Aaron Riley third, and Keith Mayato fourth. 5th place is Len McNeese, and look who popped into the 6th spot, Jeff Glockner. So, going to be a pretty interesting start here between David Howard Jr. and Adam Baker. We've seen Adam Baker work his way back up from a pit road speeding penalty, gets himself back up to second. Can't imagine this is not going to be a very competitive start here.
Yeah, Ronald Henry did come back in and get 4 tires, so he either thought twice about it, of it probably being too free, going with just 2 tires, but in the process of it, he did lead a lap.
I was just going to say, he did get to lead a lap, so he got that bonus point, maybe what he was looking for. And right now, every point counts, man, for position. All right, pace car is back in. David Howard Jr. going to lead him to the green, and we see a little bit of a stack up there on the inside line. They do keep it going. I don't know exactly what happened, but we saw the 84 almost getting to the back of the 33. They did a pretty good job of hanging on to it. Adam Baker now down low. Keith Mayato up high. 84 of Len McNeese up to 4th. It looks like Adam Baker is going to try and clear the 7. I'm not really sure, but it looked like the 7 had a little brush in. Yep, with the wall. Gonna stack everybody up. Oh, and that's gonna bring one out. Oh, Samard involved. Henry involved. Glockner involved. Oh, man. Let's go back and take a look at that. We'll take a look at it first with Ronald Henry in the 75. Take a look at it from the back of his car so we can kind of see what's going on in front. You see them guys getting... Oh, and he T-bones at 33. Oh, man. Let's go back one more time.
Jeff Sharp did a great job.
And we see these guys up front getting sideways. See the 09 getting sideways. Hits the 33. 88 hits the 77. Lots of smoke. You see Ronald Henry started to turn down and came back up. Man, T-bone.
Well, it looks like Adam Baker's taking last night's lesson to today because he stayed out and everybody else came in. Of course, then again, about everybody else has damage now, so.
Yeah, so, you know, it might be to his advantage. We see Chris Samard. We see a bunch of guys in the pits. Looks like Len McNeese able to get out second. I believe Brian Neff will get out third. Oh, I'll tell you what, man. That's tough. Let's go to some continuous action for a moment.
Well, like they say, cautions breed cautions. Get them all stacked up close together. Stuff like that can happen quick.
Sunday night at 9 p.m. Get ready for 1 hour of kicking the tires in the SoMo Garage with your hosts, Aaron Riley and Paul Zoda.
Well, we've got some changes up front here. Adam Baker now your leader. Len McNeese is in second. A little bit of right front damage. Brian Neff in third. Jeff Sharp moves up to fourth. Let's take a look at Jeff Sharp real quick. Jeff Sharp started 10th. Got far back as 13th. Finds himself up in fourth right now. David Gainforth in the 101 started 11th. He's up to fifth. And then Paul Cohen in the 51, I believe he's a couple laps down. Yeah, he's shown about 18 laps down. It'll go back to Keith Mayato. He's got lots of front end damage. And right now, Samard, Aaron Riley, David Howard Jr., Jeff Glockner, Ronald Henry are all still in the pits. We see Mayato coming back in to try to get a little bit more damage repaired. let's take a look here. We had 6 lead changes. Adam Baker currently your leader. 4th caution, 51 laps remaining. A bunch of cars with damage and a bunch of cars on pit road getting it cleared up. As we get ready to go back one more time green here tonight. And Adam Baker did stay out. Len McNeese, your first driver to come back in and get fresh tires and fuel. So we'll see how that plays out now. And we're back green here in Iowa. Len McNeese did not have a good start. That's going to allow Adam Baker to pull away. 73 of Jeff Sharp to the outside, and then a 60 of Brian Neff in 4th. Not really sure what happened there, but did not get a good start. So the 60 of Brian Neff now taking a look underneath the 73. He'll take that spot and move to 3rd. Now going to take a look at the 84 and move it into 2nd if he can complete this pass. And you see him, that inside line, man, is hard. A little bit of contact. Gonna move Brian Neff up into 2nd. 84 Len McNeese didn't look like he was getting ready to give up that easy.
Yeah, Adam Baker liked it when those two were racing together.
He's out to a
pretty good lead.
See Aaron Riley back out in 7th. Chris Samard in 8th. David Howard Jr. showing 1 lap down in 9th. So David Howard Jr. probably looking for a caution to come out and get that lap back. Len McNeese now battling out with the 73 of Jeff Sharp, and now the 101 of David Gainforth coming into this picture. And looks like the 101 will cross the line first. Now taking a look underneath the 84 of Len McNeese. I was just going to say, I don't think that inside line has that much throttle, but it looks like he's doing pretty good. Got side by side with him now going into 3. You see him pushing up. Not able to use all the track that he needs right there.
Yeah, it seems like all race long coming out of 4, if you're low, you just don't have that drive off that you need.
Man, and they are side by side. That's pretty close quarters right there. Looks like Len's giving him plenty of room. Problem is, 101's gonna heat them tires up. Gonna do more damage than good.
Yeah, one thing I can guarantee you, though, they're both having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, there ain't nothing like a nice battle going on. Okay, here comes a 73. Jeff Sharp gonna try to peek through there. I'm tell one of these guys to make up their mind, man. Somebody go. And they are still fighting it out for that position, man. That is 3rd and 4th.
And while they're doing this, the top 2 are at least a half a second quicker every lap.
Well, as the leader, that's what you want to see, side-by-side fighting. And obviously, second place Brian Neff definitely wants to see that, because that'll take a lot of pressure off of him. He can concentrate on trying to catch Adam Baker. We know Adam Baker has a little bit less fresher tires. Brian Neff with a little bit of damage. Who knows, might be able to reel him in. But he's got about 3.1 seconds over second place right now.
Yeah, it seems like the last couple weeks, everybody's been trying to catch Adam Baker.
And like we said earlier, Adam Baker did win last night at Pocono in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series. Started on the pole, kept it out there at the end, and was able to keep it out front. About 6 trucks stayed out, him and 5 other trucks. The first driver with fresh tires was Shane Papala, and there was just too many trucks in the way for him to catch him, By the time he was able to clear most of those trucks, Adam was already pretty far gone. And Pocono's a pretty big track to make up a lot of time on in, just 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, Shane took 2 tires on that stop, and had he taken 4, it would have been interesting to see if he could have done it.
Yeah. Well, we see, Len McNeese, David Gameforth, Jeff Sharp, Keith Mayato, and I believe that's Aaron Riley. Oh no, that's David Howard Jr. David Howard Jr. in 9th, 1 lap down. So you got to watch that wall coming out of 4, man. We see guys getting up there real close. Len just gave me a little scare, so he can get up there pretty close.
Those 2 are going after it.
Len McNeese. Wow. Len to the inside. The 101 does get it done. I thought that was going to be bad, man. That turned out pretty good. Now we got that same battle going on with the 84 of McNeese and the 09 of Mayato. Like the 09 will clear him going in, so that's going to move Keith Mayato up to 4th, Len McNeese to 5th. Let's go back up front here with Adam Baker real quick. Adam Baker right now has 26 laps led, 27 laps led. Adam Baker started 4th. He is your leader. We see him slowly approaching Chris Samard, who's got 71 laps led, but we've seen Samard in that last caution get caught up in it, really hurt him. About to be lapped by Adam Baker. It shows you never know what's going to happen, man. These races are not scripted. It's not always the fastest car that wins, unfortunately. Anything can happen. And we see Baker go ahead and put Samard a lap down. And Adam Baker now to about a 4.9 second lead over Brian Neff. So Adam Baker can pretty much take it easy for a while if he wants to. Let's go back in the field a little bit, see if we got anything going on here. Looks like Jeff Sharp in the number 73 taking a look underneath the 84 of Len McNeese. Going to try to take that 5th place position from Len, trying to size him up here. It continues to run it down low.
I think Len McNeese has had somebody beside him the whole race.
I think that's when Len's at his happiest. When he's fighting somebody, you don't care, if it's for 1st or if it's for 15th. just having that, having that excitement of side by side battling, man. That is a good feeling once you get it worked out.
Yeah, it's especially nice when you run it with a league like SoMo, where you know the guys you're running with, they've raced clean this whole time. I mean, we've gone, I think, 26 or so laps on this stint, and they've been running side by side almost the whole time.
And he's been side by side a couple times.
Yeah. So, and not having much contact, if any, says something about how these guys respect each other.
Yeah, these guys have been running, I believe, like I said, this is the 19th week together in just this series alone. And, guys get to know each other. You get to know the driving styles. You get to build that trust where you're not really afraid to be on the side of somebody, and kind of let it hang out a little bit. We see Jeff Sharp in the number 73 does take that 5th place position away from Len McNeese. That'll move Len McNeese back to 6th. Look at the one-on-one of David Gainforth now up to 3rd. Brian Neff at the number 60 is in 2nd. Adam Baker is your leader. And Adam Baker's got 35 laps led right now. And he got about 5.5 seconds over Brian Neff just about. Let's take a look from the front of Adam Baker's car. And I don't see anybody right there, so he can pretty much take it easy for a little bit. Hear him kind of get off that throttle, let the car roll in. You watch the car roll down low. And then right back into the throttle and out to the wall. Got a pretty good rhythm going on. Let's jump inside with 2nd place, Brian Neff. And we know Brian Neff prior, he's another driver like Ronald Henry that's good on the, this really isn't a short track, but for most of us guys, we consider this a short track. He's a short track driver, super late models, tour modifieds. So kind of, got that rhythm down. I think this is a little bit bigger than a 3/4 mile track here at Iowa.
Yeah, I think it's what yeah.
I think it's like 0.88.
Yeah.
So I call that a little bit more than a 3/4. I'm not a mathematician, and I don't have a calculator next to me, so I'm just gonna wing it. But yeah, for guys like us that are used to running, Charlotte, Texas, Kansas, we consider this a short track. It feels like a short track to us, but I know the number 60 of Brian Neff, the 75 Ronald Henry, two good short track drivers. See Brian Neff get around the 33 of Aaron Riley. Aaron Riley right now shown in 7th. Able to get back out there. It's unfortunate for Aaron, man. He just finds himself in the wrong spot. He's got pretty bad luck this year in the series. He's pretty consistent. I mean, he's doing pretty good in the points, but man, just every time he's got a car for that win, something happens.
Yeah, I'll say the few times I've raced with him this year in the trucks and Cup Series, he's showing a lot more speed recently than I've remembered it had from early in the season. He's definitely got something figured out now.
Yeah, well, we know he's got a good wheel, got a nice set of pedals. Probably just found a nice setup for it now, how to tune it in really good. We see Adam Baker now coming around to lead lap 45. We have 13 laps to go. Not really any pressure on Adam Baker. We'll see if he's able to maintain and keep it together and pull another win here tonight. I say let's jump back in with Adam Baker. Let's do one more turn it up. Got to go in a couple of different drivers' cars there. You hear different sounds. One thing I like is what they did is the manufacturers, each car sounds different. So it's not like being in the same car. You go in a Mustang, they got a particular sound. You go in a Toyota, it's got a little bit more of a high-pitched sound. And then the Camaro always has that sound that always sounds like it's wound up. So we're coming to 6 laps to go here. Adam Baker's got 8.6 seconds over second place Brian Neff. Third place is David Gameforth. Keith Mayato up to 4th. And Jeff Sharp rounding out your top 5. And it looks like Len McNeese 1 lap down in 6th. Aaron Riley right now it looks like 1 lap down in 7th. And David Howard Jr. So he's 1 or 2 laps down, 1 lap down in 8th. Chris Simard, who led 71 laps here tonight, showing 2 laps down in 9th. Looks like Billy Howard, Jeff Glockner, Ronald Henry, Joe Mitchell, Dean Viney, Lupa Gonzalez, and Ryan Gemmel. All those drivers are off the track. Lupa Gonzalez and Ryan Gemmel, I guess, had some connection issues early on and were not able to start the race. And we'll be coming to 2 to go this time by. Adam Baker with 56 laps led. No pressure from anybody on the track. Looks like Adam Baker, if he can keep it together for a few more turns, get that white flag, he'll come home tonight, the winner, and he'll have 2 wins this week here at SoMo. See him take the white flag, couple more turns for the 48. And Adam Baker crosses the line. He's your winner here tonight in the Cinder's Fines, Iowa 135 here at SoMo Racing League in the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series. So congratulations to Adam Baker on that back-to-back win here. And it looks like Brian Neff will take it home second, and David Gameforth will take it home third. So good run for those guys here tonight too.
Yes, it was. It was actually a very fun race to watch. A lot of side-by-side.
All right, we'll be right back. We're take a quick break, let these guys calm down a little bit, and see if we can't get an interview.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
All right, we're here now, back live. Sorry about that. More technical difficulties. We're going to see if we can get a word in with David Gameforth. You want to see if you can grab a hold of him if he's down in the channel?
Yeah, I'll grab him here. I'll pull him up here.
Thank you, man. I can't reach that far down. Hey, David Gameforth, this is the SR Broadcasting. You got a copy?
Hey, Paul. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Well, hey, it looked like you had a pretty decent night here. You started 11th. You finished 3rd. Looked like you kept your car in pretty decent shape. Couple little incidents. Give us a breakdown of your race there, man.
Yeah, it was a good race. I was just lucky to get a 3rd. There's a lot of incidents tonight. And I've been having problems with my wheel. I got no force feedback tonight, so I was like, this is weird to drive with no force feedback. So I was just trying to take my time, keep her in one piece, and hey, I lucked out and got 3rd. I'll take it.
Yeah, I know. I know the feeling when you I've had issues where I've lost sound, I've lost force feedback, a couple different things. It really throws you off. But you managed to keep it clean, keep it alive, take home 3rd, man. Definitely not a bad run in that Mr. Bubble machine. That's what we're seeing. Pretty good race, I'd say. 4 cautions. We've seen some good drivers get taken out. A couple things, but we've seen some luck out there too, man. But the car feel pretty good to you. I know we've seen a lot of guys getting into trouble coming out of 2 and 4. Do you have any issues with that?
No, I didn't have any issues with that at all, actually. And Len and I raced side by side after that last restart. I was on the inside, he was on the outside every corner. The car felt good. I just had to. I was being a bit easy on it because I didn't want to push up into him without my force feedback. But it was good as hard racing, and I like your joke there, clean racing with my Mr. Bubbles car. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, we were talking about that up here in the booth too, the side-by-side racing that you guys were doing, man. It's so good to see. You got trust in other drivers, week by week racing with these guys, and for a couple different seasons, and be able to race side by side like that, man. And we thought it was really good. It definitely put on a good show for us. So we enjoy seeing it. I believe next week is Daytona, so really don't have much to say about Daytona because it's kind of like rolling the dice. If you just got to be at the right place, the right time, and hope you avoid the big one. But hopefully this will give you some momentum going into next week's race. And see what happens there for you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Daytona. Like you said, it's a bit of a crapshoot, and the last few races I've kind of crapped out. So I'm due for a little luck. So I'll take this momentum, and I'll give it everything I got next week.
All right, awesome, man. And listen, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys up there in the booth and SR Motorsports for putting this on. You guys do an awesome job. I know there's a sponsor tonight. I didn't write it down because I never expected to be talking to you, to be honest with you. But I thank them for coming on board and helping out tonight very much. And I got to thank Sean Dorr at Old Schools for painting up my new Mr. Bubbles car here. It's a pretty sweet looking ride, I think. And, so appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, go celebrate. Congratulations on that third. And we look forward to seeing you next week, man.
Thanks, Paul. We'll talk to you soon.
All righty. All right, that was David Gainforth. He started 11th. He finishes third here tonight in the Mr. Bubble and did a good job. We're going to try to get a word in now with... we're going to try to get a word in with Brian Neff. Let's see if we can't get a hold of Brian. And I just got a message that next week is going to be the Glen. So I'm going to have to check our schedule because I believe our schedule is a little bit messed up. Brian Neff, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Paul.
Hey, man. Well, we got to talk to you last night. We're going to talk to you again tonight, man. You started 6th. You finished 2nd. Give us a breakdown from your view, man.
I tried to beat myself all night long.
Did you?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes tonight.
Yeah, we were saying we know you're a good short track driver. This, I know it's not really a short track, but I consider it kind of a short track. I figured it was right in your driving style, man. We seen you, dude. You better go play the lottery because we seen some luck on you. I don't know how you got through that one. We went back and watched it again, and man, I don't know how you did it, but you made it through. Like I said, man, if I was you, I'd go play the lottery, man. I think you got some luck on your side.
Yeah, the one I was following Ron. I just got done telling him, hey, I'm not in a hurry. We got lots of time. And all of a sudden I thought he blew up, and then cars just went everywhere. And I was like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a good race. I really enjoyed the race tonight.
Yeah, you did good, man. You started 6th. You got as low as 14th. And you finished 2nd. I'd take that any day, man. Definitely a good run. I thought next week was Daytona, but I was told that next week is going to be the Glen. Do you run at the Glen? Do you feel like you have anything to bring to the Glen next week if it is the Glen?
I can run the Glen. I would. I mean, I might be able to finish in the top 8 there. Just depends on how I deal with the weight of these cars.
Yeah, and the setup. All right, man. Well, listen, before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
I'd just like to thank you guys for letting me come over here and race. And like I said, I didn't hear who the sponsor was tonight either. So whoever it is, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. And get some Hardys.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the 2nd place finish, and we look forward to talking to you hopefully next week, man.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Let's see. Let's get Adam Baker up here. You want to talk to him, Kurt?
No, I'm good. You're better at it than I am.
All right. Adam Baker, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, dude, we watched you here tonight. You started 4th. We seen what looked like a pit road speeding penalty kind of put you back in the field a little bit, but you managed to get back up front, 58 laps led, and take it home, man. Give us a rundown of your of what happened here tonight with you.
Yeah, so the beginning of the race, I lost a few spots because I tried to make a move to the inside, so I think I fell back to like 5th or 6th. I got by a couple cars, and David got really loose there early in the race and was able to squeeze by that. But then Joe and Chris kept pulling away from me. I made a couple of mistakes. I couldn't quite keep up with them on the long run. But that caution came out. Was able to kind of regroup and refocus, but I got a really bad speeding penalty. Sent me to the back, kind of worked my way forward. And I learned something while I was racing those cars back there and trying to get back up front. I figured out a slightly different line through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, just a little bit different line through there. And that seemed to really help me on the long run. I didn't really burn the tires up, and I could get the car to rotate on entry. So that really helped me out, and luckily got into position to, try and hold on to the lead, and was able to keep it out front.
Yeah, that last part of the run there, I believe you had like a 5.8 second over second place. So we were saying too, you really don't have any pressure. You can kind of just take it easy and cruise it to the win. 58 laps led. Not the most laps led, but still a lot of laps led, and you take it home first. So second win tonight. We were talking about your win last night in the Portside Jaguar and Land Rover Truck Series. Took it home at Pocono. So one more night, tomorrow night at Pocono in the Cup Series over at PBR Broadcasting. See if you can make it 3 in a row, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It's pretty stiff competition there on the Cup nights, and it's not my best car out of the 3. And Pocono is not my best track usually.
If it is the Glen, I know you're pretty decent at the Glen. How you feel about it in the Xfinity car?
I'm excited for it in the Xfinity car. I'm not as good in the Cup cars. I don't think I'm bad there. I'm not as fast as some of those guys who are kind of regulars at it. I have fun out there. I mean, that's all I try to do, and we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the Xfinity race for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Well, listen, before we let you get out of here and celebrate, anybody you want to give a thank to or a shout out to tonight before we move on?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you up in the booth for broadcasting these races. I'd like to thank all the admins and all the drivers for coming out every week and putting on great races. They're a ton of fun. I'd like to thank Lazy Days for sponsoring the series, and I'd like to thank Cinda's Fines for sponsoring the race. I'd like to thank all my teammates for everything that they do, and all the fans who came out and watched.
All right, awesome, man. Well, congratulations again on that win. That's 2 wins, 2 nights in a row. See what you got tomorrow night in the Cup Series and see if you can make it 3 in a row, man. Go celebrate, and we'll catch up with you next week, man.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
All righty. All right, well, there you got it. Adam Baker takes home the win last night in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series. Takes home the win tonight in the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series. And tomorrow night they'll be at Pocono in the Lazy Days Racing Cup Series. See if he can make it 3 in a row. Pretty good. I'd say the man's definitely on a roll.
Yeah, we'll see if me and you can break that tomorrow night.
I'm hoping, man. It's the only race I got. Only race I got all week is Thursday night Cup Series. So, I just want a good finish. That's all. Pocono's not really one of my more favorite, better tracks. So, I don't know, man. The setup feels pretty good. Track feels pretty good. So, hopefully, top 10 I'd be happy with. Just finish it. 65 laps doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a long race. So we'll see what happens. But anybody that's here tonight, tune in tomorrow night, PBR Broadcasting 8:45, and you can check out the race there at SoMo Racing League in the Lazy Days Racing Cup Series, and I'll be putting on a pretty decent show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's show, and if you did, like and subscribe. Come follow us, and follow us the rest of the season. Watch us go into the chase and see who's going to come out on top. Let's run over the results here tonight. We got Adam Baker, who's going to come out of here with 58 laps led. He'll be your winner tonight. Brian Neff will take it home second. David Gainforth will finish third. Keith Mayato will finish fourth. Len McNeese takes it home fifth. Sixth place will go to Jeff Sharp. Seventh place will go to Aaron Riley. David Howard Jr. will finish eighth. Chris Simard, who was showing pretty strong here, comes out with the most laps led, 71 laps led. Got caught up in one of those late cautions, a lot of damage to the vehicle, but does get back out. 2 laps down, finishes 9th. Paul Cohen will take it home 10th. Billy Howard will finish 11th. Jeff Glockner will take home 12th. Ronald Henry finishes 13th. Joe Mitchell finishes 14th. Dean Viney will take home 15th. Lupa Gonzalez and Ryan Gemmel, for some reason, were not able to start the race. They'll be scored at 16th and 17th. So that's tonight's race. Our race summary, we had 6 lead changes and 4 cautions, 135 laps here at Iowa Speedway, brought to you by Cinder's Fine. So thanks for tuning in. Kurt, thanks for being up here with me. I always enjoy the company. It's so much better being with somebody than being alone. So I appreciate you coming up and taking the time out and hanging out with me, man.
You're welcome. I'm sure it's quite boring being here by yourself and not doing anything but talking to yourself. So I appreciate being able to come out here and do this. It's a different side of iRacing, different side of the race. You get to respect other aspects of it too.
Yeah, you really do get to see a lot of things that you normally don't see in the car, and even some of the incidents that go on when you talk to a driver later on about it, and you hear their point of view, and then what you've seen, and like you have to kind of tell them, dude, that wasn't what it was. Like last night's race, we had a couple incidents, and I was talking to one of the drivers, and they were like, well, he doored me, and I was like, well, no, if you really look at it, you went up into him and got him loose. And he's like, really? Oh man, I guess I got to apologize, because it didn't look that way. And I understand, man, when you're in the car, things look a lot different than the way they look when you watch the replay. But it's good, man. You get a perspective on things, and you get to flap your gums for a while. So you just got to get over being worrying about what you say, try to keep it entertaining. Hopefully you guys get a good laugh out of me. You enjoy coming here and watching the races, and continue to come.
Yeah, and I'll add to this. If you're out there watching and you're not part of this league right now and you want to be, you're still taking people in for the truck series, correct?
Yeah, Tuesday night truck series is where we're taking in new members. If you want to, you can apply in iRacing at SoMo Racing League. And we'll give you a list of the numbers that are available. We'll run over some of the rules with you, as long as you agree and you can commit to running Tuesday nights till we get to see what kind of driver you are. You're more than welcome to come race with us. We do run Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and we run full seasons in all 3 series with chases, championships, trophies, and extras. So if you're looking for a good league to run in, with pretty decent drivers and lots of respect, come check us out. All right, buddy. So hopefully tomorrow night, me and you do good over at Pocono. Like I said, tune in tomorrow night, 8:45 on PBR Broadcasting, and check us out over there. And don't forget to tune in on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. right here on SR Broadcasting for the SoMo Garage with Aaron Riley and myself, Joe Mitchell and Stephen Parks, and we'll have a couple of drivers from SoMo and lots of topics to talk over. Lots happening in the NASCAR world this week, so we'll have plenty to talk about. So tune in for that, be interactive, and shoot your questions out to us. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and have a safe race week, everybody, and we'll see you then. Good night.